Pahlavi text translated by E.W. West, Part 3. Dinai Mainogi Khirad, Clarendon, Oxford University Press, 1885, of the Common Era, Chapter 23. The sage asked the Spirit of Wisdom thus, "Is it possible to contend with destiny through wisdom and knowledge or not?" The Spirit of Wisdom answered thus, "Even with the might and powerfulness of wisdom and knowledge, even then it is not possible to contend with destiny, because when predestination as to virtue or as to the reverse comes forth, the wise becomes wanting, niyazan, in duty, and the astute in evil becomes intelligent. The faint-hearted becomes braver, and the braver becomes faint-hearted. The diligent becomes lazy, and the lazy acts diligently. Just as is predestined as to the matter, the cause enters into it, and thrusts out everything else." Verse 7 of 9, and the lazy acts diligently, L19, has become diligent. And in verse 5, as to the reverse, L19 has vileness. And so, I've read a book, Carol Polk Runyon's Addison's Quest, talks about that sort of thing. There's the Book of Fate, and you're only allowed to know so much. But if you did know, it probably would be worse for you than if you didn't know. So just leave that out, right? And Islam also points out the idea that, most people can't handle knowing their fate. Because, if everybody who was going to go to paradise knew that they were going to go to paradise, it's like, well, they might cut back on their deeds because they're like, oh, well, I'm going to do enough. It's like, but you could do so much more than enough, so much better for yourself than enough. Or if it's not without the effort, or if people realize how little things were, they would become even lazier and all that other stuff. So there's that too. And there's also the merit of belief. And when some of that is taken away, it's like, when you're absolutely going to die and there's no other chance, sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. And I have talked to somebody when they thought they were dying, and don't get me wrong, they came close. But when they regained consciousness, what good they said they were going to do before that, it didn't even catch on. But, deathbed repentance is like, well, if you have part of your existence left, you use part of your existence left. But